Hello and welcome to Pravus Gaming. I am back with some more Plague Inc. Evolved. And Yali is not with me today, she is out of town, so I am going to be playing this by myself. Now I've been doing a bit of practice, trying to get a specific disease down, and that would be the Simian Flu. Much harder than you might think. Honestly, I have tried several times and failed several times to make this work, so I'm hoping this is a little bit better. Isn't that creepy looking? Good lord. It's like a pulsating, double-ended fungus. It's weird. Anyway, the Simian Flu is a special promotion because of the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes movie. Control intelligent apes, whilst eradicating humanity with an artificial virus. Sounds pretty good, right? What could possibly go wrong? We're going to try that. Now, because I've tried this several times, I know that we don't have any genes unlocked that we can use with this, so we're going to have to move right along. We're going to play on normal difficulty. Definitely don't want to do casual because I have too much pride for that, and I could not survive brutal, so I'm going to call it Crazy Apes. Not Crazy Eights, the card game, Crazy Apes. So we're going to do that. Welcome to Plague Inc., new Simian Flu. We're going to pick a start country. Now, the instinctive place I can think of is nothing better than a place in either West or East Africa. Out of the two, because West has a larger population, I'm thinking probably West. So, and it also has a port. So we're going to grab West Africa as our starting point for the Simian Flu. Crazy Apes has begun. Perfect. Let's go ahead and speed things along a little bit. Warning, Simian Flu virus identified. Crazy Apes is a genetically modified virus created in a Genesis lab. It has successfully increased intelligence in apes, but has not been tested on humans. Until now. Yeah, seriously though. Alright, well, we got a good 2 people infected, and I'm starting to rake in a few extra DNA points. That's pretty nice. Ooh, a new social network. Blank Book Plus. Billions of people within days. Yeah, I wouldn't count on that at all. But, oh well. New Genesis lab tests viral drug in West Africa. Biotech firm Genesis unveiled a groundbreaking new gene therapy drug for Alzheimer's. Human trials are expected as soon as ape testing in West Africa is complete. Alright, so while we're letting this develop, let's go ahead and start looking at some of our options in terms of transmissibility and such. There's our disgusting little fungus virus thing. Alright, so in terms of transmission, we have a lot of the standard stuff. Water, air, blood, birds, bugs, bats. Pretty simple. This is an interesting new one, though. Fomites. Pathogen able to transmit through physical contact. Increases infectivity, especially in wealthy and urban environments. So you can imagine that's actually pretty good in a lot of Western European countries, which are traditionally pretty hard to infect, so that's not a bad option. We don't need that in Western Africa, though, but it is interesting. Symptoms, what do we have available? We got pharyngitis, rash, headache, nausea, photophobia, and then this is a new one. Neuroenhancement 1. Virus is able to enter the brain cells, modify DNA, increases intelligence in humans. In other words, they can research their cure a lot better. And you'd think, why the heck would I ever do that? And I wondered the same thing. Turns out, after 3 tiers of increasing human intelligence, the 4th one actually is kind of a lethal kill switch. It'll start just knocking tons and tons of humans down on the ground. It's horrible. So, not a bad option, but a bit of a gamble, as you can imagine. We're probably not going to bother with that. Now, for abilities, we have our typical cold and heat and drug resist. And then there's this, the Simian Neurogenesis. Irises turn green, no immune response triggered, time for the apes to rise. Let the revolution begin! Yes, we're going to actually be getting this pretty early in this strategy. What I've typically done in the past and has not worked at all has been trying to develop the disease itself and kind of spread it like I normally would and then adding in the apes, but I'm actually going to try something a bit different this time, and we're going to see how well it works. This may be the only real way to do it, I'm not sure. We're going to find out. Starting now. Simian Neurogenesis, the first thing we're going to grab. Start the revolution. Boom. Ape escape in West Africa. Authorities unable to contain them and the apes escaped. More than that, the Genesis lab is destroyed right off the bat. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Okay. Now, I want to speed things up. Photophobia developed. Crazy Apes is beginning to spread. Well, we've only got like 14 people infected, but... Okay, now we're going to grab ape colonies. Intelligent apes can come together to build a colony. Increases ape transmission, protects and generates DNA. First thing we're going to grab. Notice, by the way, that we are infecting two different things. We're trying to destroy humans while evolving the apes. It's really kind of a unique idea for a disease, but we're going to have to wait a little bit on this one. Authorities have found apes infected. Of course they have. Let's establish our first colony in West Africa, shall we? So we've got 139 intelligent apes, and that number is going to start growing little bit by little bit. Intelligent apes form a colony in West Africa. They build a community and live in peace, working to rescue other apes and protect themselves from human aggression. This is a very different strategy from what I've tried. So here's where things get interesting, right? What's typically happened is I develop the disease, and then eventually gets noticed, and they start working on a cure. It is really, really hard to stop a cure, even by conventional means of killing people. It just doesn't work very well. So, instead I'm bypassing this entirely, because you may have already noticed, the colonies give some of the DNA points that I'm seeking, which is great. They're going to kind of be a passive DNA boost as long as this colony survives. So I'm going to try doing that. Can't establish any new colonies yet, and see how well that works out. And if your apes attack a Genesis lab and destroy it, it actually lowers the cure research. It sets things back nicely. And I'm pretty sure that's the only way to beat the darn thing. So we're going to try that. And hopefully this will finally pay off, because this is try number, 7. So, wow, see, I got 7 DNA from that. I'm going to get Cognitive Shift, which stimulates maturation of prefrontal cortex, increases DNA generation. And by the way, if you missed what I was getting here, colonies increase ape transmission, and apes automatically migrate to a nearby colony, which is great. So I'm going to be working on getting some extra DNA, start establishing more colonies as I spread, and enjoy a passive DNA source. For example, I can establish a new colony in Libya. This does cost DNA every time you set up a new colony, and that cost does increase, so you have to be careful what you do with it. But I figure the sooner I do this, the better. So right now we have 31,000 intelligent apes. Wow, okay, this is working out nicely, actually. And we're getting 2 from that. Come on, more bubbles, something, there we go. 11 from that, there we go. The higher the population, the more DNA you're going to get, so having a lot of intelligent apes there is a great thing. Let's see. There's, what's the population look like in... looks like Algeria is probably a good call. Let's build in Algeria, a new colony, there we go. Starting to spread slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley, I say, unto you. While we're at it, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and grab Primal Awareness. Reduces the likelihood of being detected by humans. I don't want those humans noticing the apes, because once they figure it out, they decide they really want to kill you. Unsurprisingly, I probably would feel particularly threatened by them as well and want to kill them. Morocco, Egypt, what do I want? I don't know yet. I think I'm actually going to wait on that. Let's instead look at transmission and grab intergenous dissemination. Virus is more effective at spreading between different types of ape, increases ape transmission and mutation. That only costs 2 points, so we'll grab that. And level 2. And we're going to hold off on anything else for a little bit. This is a very radically different strategy. I'm really hoping this pays off. My voice is kind of shot. 3 hours sitting here trying to record episodes and finding out, oh, I guess I have to start over because I lost. Ah, crap. We just made the humans more intelligent. I'm going to need to devolve that, honestly. It costs 7 points, but what can you do? So we're going to devolve that. We honestly want to get rid of one of these as well, because our severity is a little bit on the higher side. Higher than it ought to be. We've now infected a few thousand people. There we go. And we're getting a good steady stream. We're going to get rid of photophobia. We are getting a nice steady stream of points thanks to our ape friends in Africa. So they're doing us a lot of favors. How are the ape count doing? 48,000 intelligent apes right now in the world. Only 10,000 humans infected with the virus. Let's see, where else could we go? Sudan, Egypt is a good option. Let's go to Egypt. There you go. 1,000 intelligent apes in Egypt. So we're spreading pretty nicely. This is actually working out pretty well so far. The world isn't really taking advantage of this virus because, like, nobody's infected. So who's going to notice? Even if there are symptoms, there's, like, no one infected with the disease. It's perfect. Crazy apes have spread to Libya. Good, good. Okay, so now we're actually, the disease is starting to affect humans in other countries now. So the apes were already affected, but now we're really starting to move along. We're cooking with gas now. This is great. I'm going to set up a colony in East Africa, because there's a lot of apes down there. I think. There's definitely a high population, so I'm going to go with probably a pretty high population of apes. Whoa. Whoa, whoa! Hundreds of thousands of intelligent apes now. This is great. We're going to start raking in tons and tons of points now. This is perfect. Love it. Love what I'm seeing here. Let's keep this going, shall we? Now, let's see. More transmission for apes. We could get this. Now, this is interesting. Ape and human forms of virus able to efficiently jump between species, increases mutation change, and enables cross-species transmission between the apes and the humans. So, as my apes spread, I can start infecting the humans as well. We're going to avoid that for a little bit, but it will be useful. We're going to get this excretion, increase more ape mutation. We're going to grab more intelligence for more points, and that's all we can do for now. Because more DNA points equals a very happy Pravus. I'm telling you right now. Pharyngitis, a sore throat, basically, has just developed for free. Meh, again, only a few 100,000 people are affected, so not a huge deal. We can also get War Paint, which reduces the likelihood of detection even more, and also increases their combat capability. So we'll get that. Ooh, 12 more points. Perfect. We're going to need to start with a new colony, aren't we? Let's see. Central Africa, South Africa, Botswana. I'm going to go with Central Africa. Another colony. Probably going to want to stop putting down more colonies sometime soon. This is probably enough to last me for a while, but we're definitely starting to get around. Only as... Russia has been infected. I can add a colony into Russia now. That is useful. Russia's a huge country. There's a lot I can do with that. Airplanes have started using new sterilization air filters. Well, darn. Guess my disease won't be traveling by plane anytime soon, huh? 500,000 intelligent apes are now on the planet. Fantastic. 44 points. 56 points. We can do stuff with that. Do I want to reduce their likelihood of detection even more? Sure. While I'm at it, let's get Ape Rampage so they can attack things. Let's get Scouts so they group up more. What's this? Pathfinders. Migrate from further away. Meh. Let's get Organized Travel, because we're going to need that. My apes are going to be able to start transporting themselves all over the place. Sneezing developed. We're infectious. We're hitting 10 million. 15 million. We're affecting more countries. It's starting to get around. Starting to get around pretty nicely. Which means we may want to start looking at more methods of transmission. So I'm thinking water. Looks pretty good. Let's do it. We are going to want to infect as many humans as possible. Preferably all of them. That would be great. Let's see if we can do that. Spreading in humans. Symptoms are severe. Spread worldwide. Whoops, grab that bubble. There we go. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Okay. I'm going to get water 2 and air 1. I know that air isn't as useful as it used to be, but it'll be nice to spread in the arid countries. I just won't be able to use planes very much. That's okay, though. Not a big deal. Not a huge deal. Upgrade lets airplanes be infected again. The air transmission upgrade lets crazy apes avoid the new air filters on airplanes and spread between countries again. Hooray! I've now bypassed it entirely. Planes are useful again. Let's grab another rank of air 2, and then I'll get the extreme bioaerosol. That's going to make any realm around the equator super awesome and easy to get. We're going to infect like crazy sometime soon. Got a few 100 million people infected, though. It's pretty nice. I'd like to infect Brazil or Russia if I can. Good high populations. Maybe India, but I don't really see much evidence of ape activity there, whereas Russia is doing just great. Perfect. Okay. Crazy Apes is getting scary as it goes. Do I want to start devolving it? Probably not. Nah, we're going to hold off. Let's get the bioaerosol. Whoops. Crazy Apes escaped from Genesis Lab. Genesis reveals that Crazy Apes escaped from their lab in West Africa and pledges to cure it. Although the lab was destroyed during the ape escape, the new labs are being set up to lead the research effort. Now things are starting to get tough. Alright, let's go bioaerosol. Boom. Alright, now we're going to spread nicely. I don't have to worry about that for a while. Unfortunately, new labs are going to be established. I want to watch for where those set up. And I'm going to need to prepare my monkeys for war. I would like to establish another colony somewhere, though. Apes blamed for crazy apes in West Africa. Well, shocker. There's a surprise, really. Okay, I'm going to establish a new colony in Russia. I'd like to kind of have some diversity in where my apes are located now, if I can. Ah, there we go. Starting to spread a little bit. UK. It's now under my disease umbrella. Okay, and the disease itself. So this is great. I've been raking in tons of DNA points just from the monkeys. But now that we're starting to spread across the countries, I'm starting to actually get more infectivity points as well, which is just fantastic. How many apes do we... We don't even have any real apes in Brazil. That's interesting. We do, however, have a few thousand in Russia, which is great. What about USA, Canada, Mexico, anywhere? Not really much of anything. Okay, so basically we have no apes, no intelligent apes in America at all. Which is probably okay, but... Alright, minimal physical contact, contribute ape-to-ape transmission. Not sure I need that right now. Here's what I want instead, okay? I want to get logistics, which allows us to travel our apes more quickly, and also seafaring, so we can start coordinating over large bodies of water. So what I'm going to do now is say I want to pick up these apes here. Algeria? Let's do West Africa, and let's send them straight over to Brazil. And now all my apes are going to be swimming across an ocean. Yes, that makes a whole lot of sense. I don't think they... That's the thing. Apes can't swim. They do not have the fat content around the human body like we do, so they actually can't swim and survive in the water. It's kind of interesting, but oh well. Alright, do I want another camp? Another colony? This one should establish itself in Brazil, so I don't think I actually need to put one in there, right? I'm going to find out in just a second before... Oh gosh, I have 105 points to spend. Okay, let's increase their warlike behavior. There we go. My guys can start really cooking with gas now. Drug resistance and cold resistance would be good, because I'm going to want to start infecting more. There we go. There we go. Where's that boat going? USA. No big deal. Alright, a colony did establish in Brazil. Great. So we're going to want to establish a new colony probably in China or something sometime soon. But I may not need it, actually. Brazil just shut down its land borders. Probably okay. Honestly, I think we just need to worry about spreading the disease now more than anything else. Our apes are doing fine. We've got a good 500,000 sticking around. Maybe I could get more colonies. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Let's try it. New Genesis lab in Brazil is working on a cure. I'm going to let them work on that for a little while, but it's not going to work. I promise you that. Let's establish our thing in China. Perfect. And as our apes are kind of getting around, we're going to be able to start seriously messing people up, because we're going to transfer the disease from the apes directly to the humans. Our infectivity is going to go through the roof. We're not worried about that quite yet. I'm going to let them work on their cure for a little bit, because once I decide to do an uprising, we're going to destroy it. We're going to set them all back. Nothing bad's going to happen. Not worried at all. Let's go ahead and get Hominidae Bridge. Alright. We're going to start infecting humans like nuts. Do I want more ape-to-ape transmission? Probably. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Increasing movement over lands. I think I can just hold on for a little while. We should start seeing the infected go way, way, way up pretty soon. I'm actually going to go ahead and say I want to take my guys from Algeria and move them directly to Greenland, because they're going to be a little bit hard to get. At the same time, I don't know. Do I need to worry about New Guinea? Maybe. I really don't want my lethality to be up, actually. Let's see. Fever. Let's get rid of fever. I do not want to start killing humans until everybody is infected, honestly, because once they start working on a cure and they are trying to... You know, if I start killing people off before I can actually infect everybody, then I'm going to be kind of screwed, because these monkeys are not going to be able to really handle things on their own. Okay. I could destroy this lab in Russia if I want, but again, their cure is like nothing right now. Absolutely nothing. So I'm not particularly worried. Also, notice how much it's costing to get a new camp. I've got 88 points, and I can't even establish a new colony at this point. I've got as much as I can get, so I'm not worried about it. Alright, let's see what else I can get in terms of transmission. Let's look at birds. 1. Do I want number 2 as well? What else can I do for my apes? Migrate from further away? Nah. Let's get drug resistance 2. There we go. Oh my gosh, I have so many more points. This is honestly going so much better than my previous efforts. I love it. Alright, Crazy Apes has been placed on the watch list. This basically means that now a lot of countries are going to start taking research a bit more seriously. So, do I want to provoke the humans' wrath and destroy that lab? I don't know, maybe. Let me see, what did I just get? Often fatal, no, we're getting rid of that right now. Do not want to, I do not want to screw myself over and start killing people off before I've had a chance to really infect the world at this point. What do I got? All the island nations are now infected. I'm missing Korea, a few Scandinavian regions, and Kazakhstan. But we'll get there. We just need a little time. So let's look at what we can do here. Birds 2? Absolutely. Let's get birds 2. That'll work. More infectious than the common cold, are we? Well, that's great. Oh, there we go. The birds are spreading nicely. Perfect. Well done, my pretties. Fly, my pretties, fly! Yeah, I cannot do a Wicked Witch of the West voice really at all. It's not gonna happen. Okay. How are we doing in the apes? Still only 500,000. I don't think we're gonna get a whole lot more than that. Ooh, I can establish a new colony. Where? Not really sure that it's worthwhile, honestly. I think I'd rather save these points and start moving people around. Alright. Still missing Korea. Okay. Let's grab Cold Resistance 2. And how's this? Yeah, we're doing alright there. Let's grab Fomites 1 for wealthy urban environments. So hopefully that means Western Europe and US and Canada are going to start getting... There we go. Global action against the apes is agreed. So they're going to start targeting me now. Okay. Now we have to start taking things seriously. We're going to do an uprising in Brazil and destroy that lab. You guys are going to... We're going to free our monkey friends. All of our monkey friends will be freed. There's nothing you can do. We're going to move some apes to Canada, and we're going to move these apes to let's say New Guinea. We're going to move these apes to, let's say Germany. No, let's say Spain. No? Germany. Germany it is. We're going to go to Germany. I want to start spreading my monkeys out, being ready for different attacks. Here's where things start getting really nasty. The humans are going to want to eliminate me, and they're going to start using drones to come and find me and start killing me off. Which is, needless to say, a bit of a problem. Not really thrilled by that. I'm developing more lethality again. Pulmonary hemorrhaging. No. Get rid of that. Get rid of that right now. Decrease research speed. This is fine. We'll grab that. Nausea, coughing. Sounds good. How about a rash? I want infectivity going through the roof, but I do not want lethality right now. Not until I've infected. I mean, look at Russia. You know, this is a country that's huge with monkeys living like crazy in it, but it's only got 25,000 infected. Got a long way to go still, but the infected number is rising rather steadily. So I'm not especially worried. Crazy Apes is spreading between the humans and the apes. They finally figured it out, have they? Internal hemorrhaging. Oh my gosh. This disease really wants to kill people, basically, is what it comes down to. It is trying so hard to learn how to kill people for me. I appreciate it, guys, but no. Drones are targeting my apes in Brazil? No! That's not allowed. We're going to move you out of Brazil and into I don't care. Peru. Peru sounds good. Move into Peru. Yeah, there's the UAVs. Bad call. Do not want them attacking me there. Save as many apes as I can. We're infecting most of the world. Uh-oh. Neuroenhancement 1 has developed, making a human smarter. I think not. Devolve. Yes, that costs 18 points. Vomiting. Projectile vomiting, even better. No, not diarrhea. That's just rude. No. Everything else available to me is pretty much lethal. Blindness would be interesting. It significantly decreases research speed, but I'm going to save my points because it's going to get hard to get points at some point, and I'd rather hold on so I can move my guys around as needed. Alright, so I'm going to actually start an uprising in China because they're trying to research the cure. Apes attack Genesis lab in China. It is thought they may be trying to rescue recently captured apes for use in experiments. Now that's going to work out wonderfully for me. We got 5 billion people infected now. Cure is 25% complete. Well, not for long. Not for long at all. Oh, I missed something. There are research labs in New Zealand. Let's send our monkeys down there to deal with that, shall we? We aren't tolerating that at all. Okay, they lost a few research points, which is nice. I could have still established a new colony. Canada is trying oh so hard to be good and survive. I don't know if you can do it, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can. You've already got pneumonia and stuff. I don't really feel like I need some of this. Let's see. All there really is left is to start killing people off. I'm going to grab Fomites 2 again. Do I want Fomites 3? Sure. Infectivity is through the roof. I would really like to think that Canada is going to start feeling the pinch pretty soon here. Turkey is beginning to break down. Oh, hang on. We have more research labs. Let's move our Egyptian monkeys to Germany. Let them start dealing with that. Here we go. A few more points. Greenland's not exactly the best place, so I'm going to move these guys into Canada now. There we go. There we go. My monkeys are arriving in New Zealand, but it looks like they already moved to the research lab. Do we want to start an uprising in Russia? You better believe we do. Let's destroy that. What else we have? Where's all the healthy people left? Doesn't actually say. All the countries are infected, so I'm going to let a little bit of lethality start working its way in. Just by mutation, it's not really worth stopping the points at this point. They're still circling their UAVs in Brazil, which is just a big dum-dum kind of move, because you don't want to stay there any more than you have to. Uprising in Germany. We're going to destroy that last Genesis research facility. Notice they're dropping back below 25% every time I do that, so should be doing just fine. Internal hemorrhaging mutated. Lethality's going up, that's for sure. People are starting to die off by the millions, but what can I do, really? There we go, there we go. Oh, we're going to start up a new Genesis lab in Canada. What a mistake. Boom. Oh, let's get our apes out of China, move them into, I don't care, India. India seems like a great place for reestablishing my colony. No healthy people left in the world. Now we get to have some fun. I'm going to do this, actually. Neural pathways, increase, 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 and there's the lethality. Now you see why this thing is deadly. Hemorrhagic shock, meningitis, there we go. Covering the brain and spinal cord? Heck yes, we're going to start killing them all off. Diarrhea, just as a kick while they're down? Absolutely, I think we want to kill them all with diarrhea. Massive poops, massive poops. Killed more than the Spanish flu. Oh yeah, watch that number start skyrocketing, because there ain't nothing they can do about it. Global research focused on cure? Huh, you can't do that. You are not allowed. We're gonna move our monkeys... Wait, where's the latest Genesis lab going? Australia, maybe? Let's find out where you're going. Nope, you're going to New Zealand. The absolute worst place to be, because I already have a monkey colony. Well, I keep calling them monkeys. I know they're apes, but... There we go. Getting plenty of points, not even worried. Let's move these guys back into Brazil so I can get more research out of them. And... Assassin combo. Apes able to use their stealth abilities when attacking, increasing their effectiveness when needing to fight. Well, that's pretty nifty. Not sure how they got that, but it's still pretty nifty. Oh, people are dying by the hundreds of millions every day. Every day! 4 billion dead. 2 billion left. Oh, the world is turning a nasty, dark, faded, mustardy brown. Dijon brown. Gross. Let's establish a new colony just for kicks and giggles. Nowhere. I can't establish one anywhere. Okay. Discovery Channel combo. Improved understanding of tactics and social structures allows apes to... I'm assuming there's supposed to be a 2 there. Bond better with other apes. Increases ape-to-ape transmission. Well, that's just nice of them, isn't it? They're starting to develop their own social networking skills. I love it. Absolutely. 100 million left. 50 million. 20. Oh, this is great. This is just great. All the governments are falling. The apes are ruling the world, everyone. East Africa has improved human experimentation, really. Crazy Apes creates the planet of the apes. Human civilization has been shattered. Intelligent apes have become the dominant species on the planet, and humans face a dark future. Yes, because there are now actually more Oh, there we go. More apes than there are humans. There we go. Perfect. Victory! Crazy Apes has created the planet of the apes. Oh my gosh, I got 5? My score is phenomenal. Wow, guys, turns out, at least on normal difficulty, this is the strategy to work with. Let's watch this map, shall we? Is it going to show where all the apes are going? I'm kind of doubting. No, it does. Okay, there's a colony. Okay. Oh, but it does take 984 days. I don't think you guys care about this. What the heck. I'll just leave it on anyway. Alright, so I think that's a pretty solid strategy for the Simian Flu. It's the only one I've used that's worked so far, and it definitely worked very solidly. So, instead of trying to treat this like a regular disease, take advantage of the monkeys right off the bat. First thing I did is I started up the revolution and let them build colonies, and that became my passive DNA buff. And then I was able to just make the monkeys super duper powerful before the humans even really paid attention and started working on a cure. By that time, it's too late. I had mobile seafaring apes that could just take everything down. Who even cares? I wasn't worried for a second there. So, pretty perfect. Countries like Russia, Brazil, India, China, all pretty good places to establish colonies eventually, but I would definitely say that West and East Africa is probably the best choice. I think, now I could be wrong, but I think that there are actually more apes in that area, which makes sense. And I think that actually does play a factor in the game. Wow, you can see the clouds of my apes wandering around. Why is Greenland looking totally uninfected, though? I don't even know. There are only 3 unintelligent apes in the world, though. 3 left. Oh, those poor brain-dead little apes. Oh, so sad. And there we go. World has been conquered by my ape friends. Well, as long as the world is ruled by primates, who really cares, right? Alright guys, there we go. Ooh, 0 file. No idea what that does, but I'm sure we'll find out sometime soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Pravus with a Simian Flu walkthrough and guide for Plague Inc. Evolved. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.